How's it going, folks? Chris here. Show you a video at the end of a very tiring day. The 3 comics books that I bought on the same day as I bought the Giant Size X-Men #1. So, it's actually these 3 right here. So, bear with me through this. I'm quite tired, and I'm probably going to be a little more mellow than I usually am. But we'll start with this one, and I could probably take a closer look too. I'll definitely take this one out of the bag for you to show you. This one I got for $8. Probably is in a very fine plus, or near mint probably, but this is in issue #1 of The Incredible Hulk and Wolverine, which is actually a reprinting of Incredible Hulk 180, 181, as well as there's a backup story with Wolverine and Hercules, and then also a long article about the origin of Wolverine. So, but what's kind of cool about this too, and as you guys know, I mean, you can see over here I have the Hulk 180 or 181, and I do own 180 and 182 as well. But I thought this was a really cool pickup, and I'm glad I did pick it up. One thing about this first, get it going here, is the cover. It's a gatefold. I think that's pretty cool. You got the Hulk, Wolverine, and the Wendigo right there. So that is really, really cool. And so, of course, like insides of this one, like I say, it's got to be around near mint. This one is actually really good. This one is 1986 printing of this, and so that makes it 25 years old. Yeah. So, but you have the Hulk 180, and that's a nice picture right there. Right there. Last panel of 180 is the first appearance of Wolverine. They call it the first cameo, and the one with the real value, of course, is the Hulk 181 with the first full appearance of Wolverine, the greatest Canadian superhero that is, and probably one of the #1, I think, selling heroes for Marvel. So woohoo, way to go, Canadians. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. That's pretty general, though. I mean, like I say, I already knew, I've read and own, you know, Hulk 180, 181, so that was something. And then just a quick little ad here, or not ad, but short story of Wolverine and the Incredible Hercules in just a little barroom brawl, and they just go through some banter, a little bit of a fight there. It's pretty cool, and then they end off at the end there, those two having a beer. So I think that was pretty cool. The thing that I was really glad to get, though, was this, or to read, was this, the article is called Wolverine, the Evolution of the Character, and it just goes through some of the maybe unknown, or gives you more insight to the creation of Wolverine, and the where the idea come from, and its multiple sources of I don't know, multiple sources pulled from multiple persons that and ideas that came together that created Wolverine. And they go through names like you know, Roy Thomas, who was, I think, the editor at the time, Len Wein, Chris Claremont, and just some stuff I've never heard before, things that were just really great. And here's some preliminary drawings of Wolverine This is really cool. They give a lot of credit, I think, in this article, and the person who put the article together, a lot of credit to Chris Claremont for Wolverine becoming the character we all love today, but of course Len Wein is highly praised for his introduction of the character, as well as some of the beginning artists. They also talk about John Byrne, who is a recent X-Men and Wolverine artist, whom I didn't know, as they mentioned in this article, Canadian. So that was pretty cool, I thought, since Wolverine is a Canadian hero. One of the things, though, if you see this drawing right here, and a lot of people would probably recognize that as a Herb Trimpe picture. It really, really looks like his panel from Hulk 180. But this little blurb down here gives credit to John Romita's sketches of Wolverine, which helped clarify the details of his original costume for his first appearance in the Incredible Hulk 180 and 182. So I do have to go back and maybe look at that more. Let's see. Did I go too far? Let's see. Yeah, it does have some differences, slightly, probably inked a little bit differently, but that looks exactly like the drawing. So maybe that shows too, perhaps if that really is Romita's drawing, then very, very similar, you know, learned style that they had. Yeah, so they say Romita, so that must be senior, of course. That looks like nothing like junior stuff. But yeah, that was a really great article. This is John Byrne's art there, so that's pretty cool. They also give quite a bit of note to was it Frank Miller and Chris Claremont's stories of Wolverine that made him the awesome mutant comic book character that he is. And so there's also the original covers. So, but yeah, this particular issue, I loved it all for that, and it gives me a way or a reason to read, you know, 180, 181 without opening that one up and, you know, damaging it possibly. So, but that was a really cool issue to pick up, I think. So that was from 1986, 25 years old. Next one here, I think a lot of people will be happy about these two, seeing these. I'm not sure if I'll go inside or I'll show you a page or two at least. But here is Fantastic Four, issue number 98. Fantastic Four, Doomsday on the Moon. And so the Torch, he says there, it isn't possible, he can't be here, not here. And then Mr. Fantastic says, stay back, you know how dangerous he is. Thing says, why don't he stop? Why does he keep coming? Guess because he's the bad guy, maybe. So this is a cover. It doesn't have, you know, the Invisible Woman on it. But thrills and drama as only Mighty Marvel can present them. I think this is a really enjoyable issue. It is probably a very fine to a near mint. It's somewhere within that range. It is absolutely awesome grade, I think. Just really cool. So this one is from 1970. I paid $30 for it. In the condition it is, that's probably right around exactly what you know, price guide would be. But absolutely amazing. I picked all the ones that I got. I basically got them for covers because I didn't really know much about the older you know, Fantastic Fours, but I went through a lot of his books, of course not expecting or having anything in mind other than the Giant Size X-Men that I bought that day. So I just flipped through all these other books that he had on the wall and stacks that he actually had behind the counter. So, but really cool. What I really liked about this issue, it read really well. I liked it. Got a lot of dialogue, but usually a lot of Silver Age books have, the heavy, these little notations, by Stan Lee, and just some Silver Age comics just draw on forever, and I can't get through them. But all the books that I got, these 3 that I'm showing you, just read really well. But really cool, I think. So there's just a couple pages of the inside. And also, to let you know, this was by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And Kirby was a pretty good one. Printed in 1970, but the story takes place in 1969, which would be the year of the moon landing. And so what is happening is they're going on this moon mission, and it turns out the Fantastic Four have to put that there. Baha. And the Fantastic Four have to try to help the boys land on the moon safely, and they find out that a kind of a sleeper agent for the Kree was awakened and is going to try to stop and sabotage the moon landing. So it looks like they're landing on the moon on the cover, but actually it is like this moon-like rock structure that comes out of the ocean, and this Kree Sentinel thing, and he's got this ray thing, and he's trying to stop and awaken some kind of monster being, some type of creation under the moon that he's trying to awaken to stop the moon landing. And so the Fantastic Four go to the source of the signal, still on Earth, and they stop this Kree Sentinel. And they have a successful moon landing, and the last couple of panels does feature I'm gonna blank. Neil Armstrong, right? Yes, might as well show you guys that too. So that's pretty cool. I think that they touched up on this subject, just of the moon landing, and in the Marvel universe, making the Fantastic Four responsible for them having a successful moon landing. So right there, you gonna go to bed? No. Right there. No? Yeah, you go to bed. Yeah. Okay. Good night. Right there. So Neil Adams' last 2 panels. I love you. You did it. Missed it. You did. Man. He was being a little frustrating tonight. So hopefully this video isn't going on too long, you guys, but I hope you guys are enjoying me showing you these older books. So this one is, man, I mean, like I say, probably really close to a near mint, and it is, I got a note on here, 41 years old. 41 years old for that issue. Yeah. So really cool stuff. This one is a little bit more damaged, a lot of stress lines along the spine, but it is held together really well. Staples aren't rusted. I mean, it's some chipping and not too much chipping, but stress lines at least all the way around. A little bit of a dog ear. But this one is issue 139 of The Mighty Thor. Picked it up for 20 bucks. Headline at the bottom there, "To Die Like a God." This one, just to speed up the video, I won't show you the inside really, or one panel at least. But anyways, this one picks up in the middle of a story where the Thor and the Asgardians are in a fight with trolls, and basically a war, and they get Thor gets his hammer taken away from him. The trolls actually end up duplicating a hammer, and right here Ulik, Thor has a fight with Ulik, and they also enslave some kind of alien guy here to try to destroy Thor. And when you're reading this one, obviously the story began in issue 138, but this would be the conclusion. And just again, really nice read. This one was just a lot of fun. Really great read. But yeah, just fight with the trolls, and of course they prevail, and Thor actually saves the alien that was enslaved too. So yeah, but just really good read. And this one as well was by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. This one was published in 1967, so that would make it 44 years old. So it's a pretty cool pickup too. I think they were definitely worthy pickups. So I was definitely glad to grab them. Like I say, these two I picked up just looking at the covers, and that's what really popped, and made me want to get them. And didn't look at them beforehand or anything like that, but just ended up being really happy with them. So yeah, so and I hope you guys are enjoyed viewing those comic books as well. Yes, so to end my day, my hard day, today's choice of drink is a Smirnoff Twisted Wild Grape. Doesn't seem like me, does it? Yeah. But it's the only thing left in the house, so yeah. So to all my YouTube friends and to Hans, pro set, buddy. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.